Hey guys, today I will show you how to paint using the so-called Venetian technique. Preferable you will use oils, and we start with canvas primed with light gray color. For that purpose, unless you have plenty of time, I would suggest to use acrylics. My canvas is already primed. Now we will move to stage 2, which means that we will mix two colors, alizarin crimson and sap green, and then we will rub this mixture onto the grains of the canvas. Just to show you better, that's my red. This is an artist quality green, and this is the artist. So student, and artist quality. So this paint will definitely be more potent, stronger. And notice I don't use anything else. That means no medium. I just mix those two colors. And when I mix those two colors, I get beautiful brown color. So I'm thinking this should be, okay, maybe a little bit more green. I just don't want to get this patch there. And again, with my palette knife, you can use brush, it doesn't matter. I could certainly use linseed oil, but I'm not keen on it right at this stage. I think we will be okay without that. Now I will be moving to rubbing the paint onto the surface of the canvas. So I'm using craft brush, I call it. It's still something on my canvas. And then I will try to rub this beautiful brown color onto the grains. I'm just applying enough to have it on the surface, but very, very thin layer. So this is fine, and then we will move to phase 3. I like to use my gloves because this is a very messy technique, and I have to make sure that I also have lots of paper towels or nice soft cotton cloth. The t-shirt would be fantastic for it. Now I'm looking at my still life and I decide, okay, how will I do with this composition? So a couple of things. You can use the brush as well as the paper towel. So I'm looking for the big shapes that will present for me section that I kept in the light. So definitely the apple, but I want to make sure that I know what's going on. So I will just little bit dab on the top of the surface. See, like this, just for myself, just to know that they will be my objects. And I want to have my apple. Let's see, my apple will be here. So I have to get accustomed to positioning. Okay, so my apple will be there, and then I have my cup. So you see, we won't be able to measure everything this time. I just want to have my box, to know where the box is. And I know that the box has to be a rectangular shape, a little bit smaller, or not coming on the first plane, will be on the second plane. So I have to push it slightly under the angle. That should be okay. Let me see, 1, 2. Well, I think I should be okay. So that will be my cup up to here. So very gently marking. And that will be the handle. I can see it somewhere there. Good. And that should be okay. And then I can round it definitely. Okay, fantastic. So you can see that because my brush is dry, so now I can, with this dry brush, remove extra paint, bringing me to the sections kept in the light. I can also go right away, and that's probably, I'm using very small canvas as a demo, but you can use, it will be probably easier to do it, especially for the bigger sections, with the paper towel or your cloth. You can see how nicely I can remove the paint. That's what I'm looking for. I also see that in my painting, in the backdrop, I have this section a little bit lighter. Still quite dark in terms of this. I have a blue, but I need to get this light here for sure. Okay, that will indicate for me positioning of the lights. Definitely lighter, definitely. And you can see that I'm already achieving lots of things that I want to achieve just using my paper towel. This will be that. It will be a little bit of reflected light. I can indicate it for myself. Right, even a little bit more here. When the doesn't happen, I can later fix it. And now I'm going to the surface of the table. Also, the surface of the table will be not as light as this part here, but I certainly can move a little bit of the paint from it. Now, if I don't like certain parts, if I still think I have to darken it, go back to your mixture of sap green and alizarin and bring it in. See, so there's not such things that you can make mistake. There's another reflection on this side here, and it's coming from the cup, so I have to make it a little bit lighter. So brush helps me. Notice dry brush, that's it. I still have to evaluate like the tones, and I definitely have to be lighter in this section. So you can work and work this way until you will be 100% happy with the results. So have fun, work on this beautiful project. You will see, you will love it. Once it will be completed, you will have so much fun. Thank you, and see you next time.